You know, maybe we should have a tea party.
Oh, that'd be splendid. With like some nice Earl Grey.
Yes, and some nice little cookies or crackers or biscuits.
Yeah, I think I have my grandma's silver or crystal cups.
Get some doilies.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I love.
Lovely.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I'm getting.
Edit that in post.
Yes, absolutely.
For God's sakes. Much better.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. Would that it were real.
Yeah.
Welcome to our new series, Men Who Love Movies About Men.
It all sounds unbelievably attractive to me.
It's a look at a lost art form of manly movies. Movies from an era when men were men and their colons would prove it.
Men who sweat.
Men who wouldn't go into the delivery room while their wife was having a baby.
Men who never do unmanly things, as rare as their steak.
Basically, what we want when we were watching the Seawolves a couple weeks ago, we got thinking about all these movies that nobody remembers anymore. Nobody talks about movies with guys like Robert Mitchum, Gregory Peck, and yeah, those are big names, sure, but there's a lot of movies that came out like that had all these great actors in them from an era that just they don't do anymore. So like 50s, 60s, and 70s was kind of like a golden era for it. And we thought it would be fun and completely ridiculous with that title, but we thought it would be fun to like explore these movies.
Yeah.
And
share them with you.
Yeah, because we're men of a certain age, which means we are
we have only two choices left. We can either watch lots and lots of movies about men and war and dangerous situations, or we have to start a garden.
But tonight we thought we would look at
Shout at the Devil, not the Motley Crue song, but a 1976 British war adventure film directed by Peter Hunt, whose name you might recognize from our other series, Moonraker, because he was best known for his work on the James Bond movie series.
If you watched it.
If you were watching it, yes. First as an editor, then as a second unit director, and finally he directed On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which we haven't reviewed yet. Shout at the Devil is a film set near the beginning of World War I. It's about a British aristocrat who gets hoodwinked into the schemes of an American ivory poacher who just happens to be poaching his ivory in German-occupied East Africa at the beginning of World War I. And then through a series of hijinks and high adventure,
manly wackiness,
it morphs into a plot about destroying a German battle cruiser that is awaiting repairs, hidden in an inlet off Zanzibar, which is East Africa. It is a film based on a novel by Wilbur Smith, which is very loosely inspired by the sinking of the SMS Königsberg.
American International Pictures presents Shout at the Devil. Shout at the Devil.
I just need a helping hand.
In all these elephants we're supposed to shoot, they must belong to somebody. Well, aren't they German elephants?
But yes, but they don't know they're German. Kill them!
I'm going to have a baby.
You rapist!
Shout at the Devil. Lee Marvin, Roger Moore, Barbara Parkins. In Shout at the Devil.
Our cast includes tonight National Treasure Lee Marvin as Colonel Flynn Patrick O'Flynn.
The man who never met a bottle of gin he didn't drink.
That's right. Flynn O'Flynn. British Treasure Roger Moore of James Bond fame as Sebastian Oldsmith.
Yes.
Just a great British name.
What was it he calls him in the movie? Bassie?
Bassie, yes,
Yes.
Bassie. Barbara Parkins as Rosa O'Flynn, Colonel Flynn's daughter, who then becomes Rosa O'Flynn Oldsmith. We'll talk more about that. She is most famous for being Mother Box in the Superman animated series.
Really?
Yep. She
Wow.
voiced Mother Box.
Huh.
Yeah. That's all I could find about her. Bilbo Baggins himself, Ian Holm as Mohammed, O'Flynn's mute servant.
Wasn't he Napoleon in Time Bandits?
Yes, I believe so,
Okay.
yeah. He's been in, Ian Holm's
Yeah.
been in
He's a
tons of
great,
movies.
great character
But
actor.
probably now will be forever known as Bilbo Baggins.
I think he elevates the idea of character actor.
Yes. And he's quite a character in this movie. German actor Rene Koldehoff as Fleischer, who is sort of he's the German commander who is the foil to Colonel O'Flynn.
Yes. In the game of cat and mouse that they
Yes.
played throughout the movie.
Correct. Then we have Captain Kronos himself, Horst Johnson, as Kapitan Lieutenant Kyler, the lieutenant on the SMS Blucher, which stands in for the Königsberg ship. Then we have Carl Michael Vogler as Captain Klein of the SMS Blucher. We have Heather Wright as Cynthia Smythe, who I don't really remember in the film. George Kolorouris as Rashid El Keb. He was on the Murder of the Orient Express. So he plays. And then Murray Melvin as Lieutenant Phipps. And Bernard Horsfall as Captain Joyce. So, and he was also in On Her Majesty's Secret Service as a spy who helped James with a crane. And so a lot of people from the James Bond series in this movie.
Well, when you're dealing with a mostly British cast.
Correct. And a director who does James Bond.
Yes.
Yeah, makes perfect
Yes.
sense.
I love this movie. I saw this movie back in the 90s on like AFC, which, by the way, they cut out the scenes with the children.
Oh, okay.
So word of warning, if you're going to watch this, it is on Tubi, right? This was a time when apparently if you lived in another country, you could make movies with naked children.
Yeah.
Not like that, but it's just, if that kind of thing sets you off, just be warned.
Yeah.
But so I saw it once. We watched The Seawolves, and I was thinking what a good actor Roger Moore is when he's not James Bond.
Yeah.
So I started talking about this movie, and we kind of got the idea for this series. And so we've tracked it down on Tubi, and it's better than I remembered it. It's long. It's 2.5 hours long, and it's a lot of
movie.
It's an epic.
Yes,
it sweeps
yeah.
across like 2 or 3 years
yeah.
of these people's lives, and it like covers a lot of it in a way that an epic should. You know, like your Lonesome Doves and stuff
Yes.
like that, where it covers so much of their life to really kind of flesh out these characters and to show what happens when the war went from over there to everywhere.
Mhm.
Everyone was involved. Granted, it was World War I and it was confined to a certain area, but the whole world was affected by it, hence the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Roger Moore is great in this movie.
And we promised you, if you don't watch Moonraker, we're going to bring you other Roger Moore films.
And I've got
Here we go. Yeah, I do too. So, yep. So,
he's great in it.
yeah.
Lee Marvin had some of the best comedic timing for a scary actor because he's also one of the greatest scary actors you've ever seen. He's great in the professionals, which he may do. The locations are amazing.
Yes.
What was it? Filmed in Guam?
Yeah,
Or it was
it
yeah.
was
It was
parts-
supposed to.
yeah.
It was supposed to be.
supposed to be East Africa.
Yeah, but it was filmed in Guam.
Yeah.
If you are a little sensitive to the poaching of elephants, just remember this is stock footage.
However, right, and they did say, and it's in twice, in huge letters in the beginning of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
no animals were harmed in the making
Yeah.
of this film. And then at the very end, there's a reminder, no animals were harmed. And so you never see everything that happens off camera with the elephants.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, and then when they come in carrying the ivory, clearly not real, didn't look like real ivory.
Oh, no.
So props,
Yep.
definitely props.
Yep.
So, but yeah, even it made me uncomfortable to think about what they were doing in the elephant poaching part.
Yeah, it's like how can these guys be our heroes?
Yeah.
But they're not really.
No.
They just get put in a situation where they have to be.
Yeah, I mean when you think about it, the movie starts
Mm-hmm.
with Lee Marvin's character needing a way. Well, he comes up with a new scheme to smuggle the ivory out, and so he needs somebody of British aristocrat looking to be on his boat to get him through customs with the British, and so Roger Moore is just there. And Lee Marvin sees him and he makes him as his mark, and he just identifies him. And through it's one of my favorite scenes is he sends Ian Holm to steal from Roger Moore, and what Roger Moore does is he hides all of his money under his pillow.
Yeah,
and then you see Ian Holm coming into the bedroom, and then the next day Roger Moore wakes up, he's getting ready.
He practically got like the knife in his teeth. You think he's going to assassinate him.
You think he's going to kill him, or kidnap him, but nope. When he pulls the pillow, there's a giant hole cut in the mattress through to the floor.
Yep.
So, and then to add insult to injury, Lee Marvin uses that money to help finance his adventures.
Yes.
And so, it really, to me at first, you figure through 3/4 of the movie, it's comedic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's one Lee Marvin screwball ideas to make money, and then he always puts up just when he thinks, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then he says, "Oh wait, I've got the perfect guy." I think he says, "I've got the perfect guy" about 6 times in the movie.
Yep.
And poor Roger Moore gets hoodwinked every single time because he is hooked on Lee Marvin's daughter.
Yeah.
And so he's in love with her. So he does whatever he can to appease her father.
Yeah.
And I think we laughed a lot. They get into some ridiculous spots. One of my favorite schemes is and basically they're just tormenting this German chancellor, the guy who runs the East Africa section, and he's an idiot. He's just a big guy, bumbling, obviously put out there because he's where he can do the least harm.
Imagine Sergeant Schultz, but like meaner, obviously not comic.
because he's mean. Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he's bumbling but yet mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get this idea that the Germans are going around collecting taxes from the natives, and so Lee Marvin dresses up Roger Moore as a German tax collector and gives him a big trunk to carry around. But not to ruin everything, but the funniest part of it is that Roger Moore is just too nice.
Yeah.
He can't, and it's so funny watching how many tricks the tribesmen have to hide their money.
Yeah.
And so it's just a great, it's just slapstick.
Yeah.
And then when he, accidentally runs into the actual German tax collector, it's great.
Yeah.
And so we just get like this series of bumbling adventures where they get the money, then they lose the money, then they get money, but then he wants to have it finance something else.
Yep.
They lose all their ivory because the boat that they're on gets run over by the German battleship.
Yeah.
And so, which I thought was filmed great. That looked great. So the practical effects of that ship were great.
Yeah.
and they end up getting marooned on one of the islands. I mean, it's just a lot of, I mean, action, adventure,
Yeah.
and comedy over and over again.
Even during the more humorous segments of the movie, when it comes to action, it
Yeah.
doesn't shy away from it.
No.
Because there's a lot of like ambushes and dudes getting shot and
Yep.
stuff, and it doesn't shy away from it.
No.
And
Roger Moore doesn't shy away from it. I mean, they're killing people left and right.
Yep.
And so, and Lee Marvin's manservant doesn't seem to care about killing people.
oh no, he
he's-
wants to kill Roger Moore
Yeah, the
several
whole time.
times.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So he kind of reminded me a little bit of, even though he's not short, he kind of reminded me of Knick Knack in Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh,
So he's sort of a Knick Knack. But yeah, so we're watching it and
Mhm.
laughing and having a good time. And then he falls in love with the daughter.
Yep.
And he wins her hand, and she is yelling at her father, "Stop putting my, husband to be in these situations."
yeah.
They have a funny wedding. They have a baby. I mean, it's just going along great. I'm just figuring, okay, it's going to be 2.5 hours of this slapstick stuff.
Yeah, because you
And-
were like, "Is this a comedy?"
Yeah, I
I'm
just
like,
kept-
I'm
yeah.
like,
Just
kinda.
kinda. So at a certain point in the movie, they're on another money-making scheme against the German.
Yeah.
He decides to invade Colonel Flynn's compound
Yeah,
while they're away and just burn it to the ground and kill all of his manservants and
steal everything. out
steal
of it.
everything that he's stolen from him.
Yeah,
Well, of course, they're being assisted by tribesmen in German sort of brown shirt uniforms, early World War One, and they find the wife, and they're you think in your head they're going to torture and kill her, as part of the revenge. They get their revenge for
Yeah.
sure, but not through her, but not using her.
yeah,
If I won't spoil it.
it's rough.
But it is. It's pretty. And I couldn't believe, like, after an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of comedy,
Yeah,
we got the scene that we did. And I'm like, did that just happen?
it's like I told you,
It's pretty
it was
brutal.
all fun and games
Yeah.
until it wasn't.
Yeah. And so then they get way more serious, and they do guerrilla warfare on this. So, and the wife gets involved. She wants revenge.
Yeah,
And so the three of them start scheming not to make, well, now Flynn O'Flynn is always trying to make money off
Yeah.
of all this stuff,
Yeah.
but the other two are doing it for pure revenge. So they do basically guerrilla warfare on this East German commandant,
mm-hmm.
but it slowly morphs from there. It morphs into the commandant gets shown up by, World War One gets called. The commandant gets some upgrades as far as men and supplies.
Yeah,
Actual other German officers come, and it becomes a slog of guerrilla warfare,
Yeah.
Up until the point where Flynn volunteers Roger Moore to sabotage the battleship that they know is hidden off the island.
mm-hmm.
And so then that becomes sort of the end game
Yeah,
of the plot, and it becomes a much more serious movie. And although Flynn never loses his comedic timing till very, very close to the end.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was so it's almost like two movies in one,
Mhm.
almost, but it made total sense, like you said, that everything was fun and games till World War One, actually. Then when everything turned serious.
Yeah.
And even the German commandant, like, although he hated Flynn, I mean, he could have easily shot Flynn, killed him, or they kind of just had like this friendly, not so friendly, but sort of playful cat and mouse sort of.
yeah, it's a Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it's a Tom and Jerry relationship. Yeah, and then after that, he gets brutal. That German commandant, because he has to, because the other German officers show him up.
Yeah, they're mocking him
Yeah.
and making fun of him and
Yeah.
usurping his authority.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it.
And so we get this plot with them figuring out how, and I thought the plot, I mean, right out of James Bond, but really clever, and it's based on a true story. So basically clever how they decide to sabotage the boat. I don't want to reveal it
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
But and then there's a little. It might make you uncomfortable. There's a little bit of, Sean Connery had to go. A little go brown face and You Only Live Twice. Roger Moore kind of has to be dressed up as a tribesman.
Hey man,
So-
it was war.
It was war though, yeah. So and it, I think it makes sense in the because he wasn't ridiculing it. It was
Yeah.
literally his only way of getting
Yeah.
snuck on board.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything like stereotypically
No,
stupid
no,
or
no.
anything like that.
Actually, he just sat down, kept
Yeah.
himself quiet, and
Yeah.
then worked with the tribesmen were his allies. So they
Yeah.
actually got a group of tribesmen together who pretended to be helping fix the ship
Mhm.
while sabotaging it. And so I thought it sort of elevated that, despite his makeup that he had to wear, it elevates that because they're all there to sabotage because they're not the tribesmen are being once it turns into World War I, they're being brutalized. I mean,
Yeah.
before they was kind of fun and games with them too.
Yeah.
How much money can we hide? We'll let the general or the commandant take some of our money, but we'll hide the rest. And it's all fun and games. And then now they're getting brutalized.
Mhm.
And so it's just a fascinating movie. I was just shocked at just the tone change.
Mhm.
I mean, and it just works. It works like that. And
Yeah.
so I think the fact that, I mean, of course we've spoiled it for you now, but it's great. It's worth don't get an hour into it and go, well, this is just a comedy. I'm done.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot more to it.
Yes.
Yeah, but Roger Moore is excellent.
Mhm.
He does, he's a buffoon. He, has this classic, how Roger Moore, what I always thought was funny with him as James Bond is the noises he makes when he gets punched. And he's doing the
Oh,
same noises
yeah.
in the movie.
Right.
And so, but he's, dashing, he's a leading man,
Mhm.
but he's got some honor about him,
Mhm.
that Flynn does not
Right.
have. And yeah, Lee Marvin is just the fact that Lee Marvin basically operates on cash and gin.
Yeah.
So if you want to get Lee Marvin to
he
do
just
something
used
for you,
the cash to buy gin.
yes, exactly. In fact, one of the ways they hire him is they promise him like a year's supply of gin,
Yeah.
and so he just operates purely on gin.
Yeah. But one of my favorite things about Roger Moore is like you're talking about like the silliness and that's in there, but like his understated humor.
Yeah.
Like when they're claiming the island,
Yes.
and he reads out, we're claiming this island in the name of King whoever, and Lee Marvin just takes the flag to hang it up, and he's like, but there's more,
Right. Or then when they make Roger Moore hang the flag up,
Yeah.
and then they all leave him.
Yep.
He's up there, help. So
Yeah.
and I love when Roger Moore finally has enough, and he and Lee Marvin have that fight.
Yeah.
Across
Which is something that has to happen.
Yes.
When you have movies where you have two characters
Yes.
that are at odds with each other, it happens not even just two characters, like sports games,
Yeah.
sports movies.
Yeah.
Will do the same thing.
Yeah.
There has to come a point where it comes to a head and
People come to blows.
right, and some level of equality happens.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like when after the wedding, it's like Lee Marvin kind of looks at more in a different light because it's a great scene.
He wasn't a fop, right? So I mean, he first gets him as an aristocratic fop.
Yes,
but Roger Moore has a military history, so
Yeah.
he's not quite a fop. He comes off as a fop, but he's really not.
Yeah,
and so, but yeah, no, he earns O'Flynn's respect.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie, even though O'Flynn's never above using it.
Yeah.
I respect you, but
Yeah.
there's gin and money involved. Therefore, I will sacrifice you
Yep.
for money and gin. And the daughter is a fascinating character.
Yeah.
She is, she goes through so much.
Yeah.
She's definitely not a side character.
Nope.
She gets directly involved. In fact, she sort of, to my mind, whips these two into serious shape.
Well, it's the
To be
same thing that
gorillas.
would happen. Yeah, the daughter will always
Yeah.
get the father in line.
Yep.
It's just how it is. And when she first appears, she's no nonsense.
Yeah.
She basically puts her dad in his place.
Yep. Puts Roger Moore in his place.
Yes, and then she has a character arc that is really well executed.
Yeah. And I'm a sucker for naval warfare, and so to have all this action on a ship.
That's another reason why I kind of figured you like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go with. I guess I should have said at the beginning: sweaty men on boats. That's
Yes.
that's my men in film. Sweaty men sweating in boats. I'm looking at you, Dust.
Bobby Peru, just like the country.
I think it's safe to say that we can't recommend this movie enough.
Tyler.
It's on Tubi. I don't know if I'm sure it's available on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff too. But
We need a rating for it.
like maybe bullets or something,
We give this one.
or shots.
Yeah, that's right.
I like how many was it? 1 through 5 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you give this one?
Oh, I'd give it 5 shots for
You
sure.
give it 5 shots?
5 shots.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 4 shots because if I do 5, I won't remember it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Good point. Very good point.
So,
true.
4 shots for me.
Cheers.
Out. Thanks for joining us on this inaugural episode of Men Who Love Movies About Men. Let us know if you want us to do more. We don't care. We're going to anyway,
We're gonna
but
do it, yes.
it's nice to know we're appreciated.
That's correct.
Until next time,
You're Paul, and I'm Mark, and we're drinking.
were that we were.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to our new series, Men Who Love Movies About. Welcome to our new series, Men Who Love Movies About Men Who.
No,
What is it?
it's called
Men Who Love Movies
about.
About.
Wait,
What is it? Men Who Love Movies.
no, it's different. It's something else.
Movies about.
Movies about men.
No.
Wait.
Men Who Love Movies About Men. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Again. Sorry.
Welcome to our new series, Men Who Love Movies About Men.